I decided to test and see just how profitable it is to craft Stygian Vises at this point into the league. And because of that, I crafted for 1 hour straight. The crafting process took place 5 days ago, and almost all the belts have sold. I still have a bunch of them that did not sell. So whatever numbers you are going to see in this video, just keep in mind it's going to be higher, just because from experience I know that these belts will actually sell. Not all of them, but most of them will sell, just because I've done this craft in the past. I know that they're going to sell if you just give them time. But that being said, 5 days ago I started crafting, and I spent 18.7 divines, 18.7 divines, and it took me 1 hour to craft. What is not included in this crafting session, it's not included the time it would take to actually do all these trades, because if you look here, I have about 35 trades, and if you are mapping, for example, this is going to cost you time. Just to leave the map and to a trade, it's going to cost you time. But if you are a crafter, this is not going to take much time, maybe 10-20 seconds maximum per trade, because you're anyway sitting in your hideout and crafting items. So I did not include the time it took me to actually realize all these trades. Now let's show you what I crafted, starting from the first trade. I did not price check any of these belts. I just dumped them into a tab that I thought they're worth 2 divines. If I thought they're worth 2 divines, I just dumped them into that tab. And I had another tab for 100 kills, one for 1 divine, and one for 50 kills. This is what I did. And if there was a belt that was super good, I don't know, I just put 5 divines. I did not bother price checking anything. I just put 5 divines. I will give it a day or two. It doesn't sell for 5 divines. I'm just going to lower it. So this is my approach to pricing these belts. Now, to make this crafting profitable, you have to buy Stygian Vises in bulk. I have a video where I explain this craft, and also I explained to you how to actually buy Stygian Vises in bulk, to buy them much easier. But in general, you just go to TFT and you buy a full stash of Stygian Vises, or you just ask the person from trade if he has more. So you can see that the belts that I'm crafting usually have chaos resistance from the essence modifier, some decent suffixes, some life, and if possible, I just craft increased elemental damage with attack skills. This is another trade. This one was 2 divines as well, so you can see that regenerate life is also valuable, especially with increased elemental damage with attacks. This was 100 chaos trade. This was a 1 divine trade. So once again, regenerate life, some resistances, and increased elemental damage with attacks. 100 chaos this trade. This one 50 chaos, and you will see that I made quite a few divines just from selling 50 chaos belts and 100 chaos belts. Two divines again. $50 chaos, 1 divine, 100 chaos, 3 divines. So this would be an example where I thought that this belt was worth more than 2 divines. I priced it at 5 divines, and each and every day I lowered the price and until it sold for 3 divines. This one was 50 chaos, 50 chaos. So you can just see just some basic modifiers. It doesn't have to be something flashy. a Stygian Vise will sell for 50 chaos, and these, they add up. When you craft in bulk, these add up, and it will increase your profits. If you make like 4 or 5 divines, or maybe 10 divines just from selling 50 to 100 chaos belts, it's still worth it, because it doesn't take much. It doesn't take too much to craft a belt like this, and it's just you should not roll when you get a belt like this. You're trying to craft for profit. You're not trying to craft the best belt possible. One divine, one divine, one divine, 2 divines. You can see that the increased elemental damage with attack skill is very valuable. 50 chaos, 50 chaos, just some life and basic resistances, and it sells for 50 chaos. And it's so easy to make them. You just have to buy the bases in bulk. This was 1 divine. This was 100 chaos, 100 chaos. Wait. I cannot. So this would be 100 chaos as well. You can see, even if they don't have oh, okay. Even if they don't have very good modifiers, they still sell for 50 to 100 chaos. 50 chaos, 50 chaos, 2 divines, and 1 divine. So now let's just calculate to see how much I invested and how much it was profit. So the investment in 1 hour, I spent 18.7 divines, excuse me. And let's see just how much I made back. By the way, when I did this craft, the price of the divine was 180 chaos, 180 to 180, something like that. So 50 plus 50 plus 100, 100, 200. $100, 100, 50, 50, 50, 50. And I missed another one that sold for 50 chaos. So this is how much I made. 1,400 chaos just from selling belts worth 50 to 100 chaos. Now, if you divide this by 180, this would be almost 80 divines. So this would be 80 divines an hour that you would miss if you refuse to sell belts for 100 to 50 chaos. 7.7. Now let's add the divine ones. Plus 3, plus 2, 1, 2, 2. So, did I make a mistake? Let's see. Let's hope that I didn't make any mistakes. 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 7.8. So I did a mistake. I guess I missed a 2 divine belt. So in sales I made 30, almost 33 divines. Keep in mind, these belts that I still have, not all of them will sell, but many of them will sell just because I have experience with this craft, and I know, I can tell you from experience, probably at least half of them will sell. But I'm not going to include that into this calculation. I just wanted to make this video. And now let's subtract 18.7. So this would be 14 divines an hour. Even more than 14 divines, but also I did not include the time it took me to do all these trades. Once again, if you are sitting in your hideout and crafting, this is not going to take much time. These trades are not going to take much time. But if you're mapping, sure, this may not be worth it. But I'm pretty sure you can bump this up to maybe 18 to 20 divines an hour. So, I don't know, if you want to do a craft for a profit craft, this is super easy. It's decent profit. It's not super wow, it's not something phenomenal, but it's okay. It's decent profit for crafting.